Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special video. This is one striking scene. Now, before I begin, it is absolutely integral that I shout out these other creators that are also going to be a part of this. This is going to be Cobra Kai's version of one marvelous scene. I'm sure many of you will be familiar with that, but I want to give a big shout out to Boxiest, Cobra Kai Nation, Cobra Kai Studio, Fightin' Flicks, Strike First Podcast, and Talking Cobra Kai, who I'm sure you will enjoy all their videos and what their chosen scene will be. Now, as far as the scene that I'm going to choose, I am going to choose Timeless. Johnny and Tommy sitting round the campfire, reflecting. There is something quite meta about this scene. This scene to me has more weight and gravity in it than many scenes I've ever seen in any movie or show, because it's not just dialogue, it's not just two characters who have gone on this journey, it's not just Johnny and Tommy having a final conversation, it's William and it's Rob. And I'm not sure what the context is behind the decision for the scene originally, but this scene is so beautiful and so powerful that it builds up with just them sitting around the campfire, just reflecting on all the years, all the memories, and it just simply culminates in, man, where did all that time go? Time flies, you're young one minute, you're a teenager with your buddies, you know, you're having fun at golf and stuff. Sooner than later, you're older, things have changed, things are different, and you just wonder where all that time went. And if that isn't a lesson for life, for everyone of any age, I don't know what will be. And the performances really shine through here from both William and Rob that make this such a real, grounded and really real performance from both of these two in such a heartfelt manner. You know, the ambience of the scene, you can hear the owls in the distance and the wind just moving through the trees, and just the crackling of the campfire as they're sitting there. There's no soundtrack, there's nothing. The soundtrack kicks in at the right time. It lets the performance shine through for most of this, and it lets Rob and William carry this scene. And it's really sort of heartbreaking, even more so when this scene ends. It ends with Tommy getting a body bag, which he was always infamously known for, of, yeah, get him a body bag, yeah! The famous line from Karate Kid. And he ends up in one. Quite meta, quite cathartic in a way. But this is a point where I feel like this show elevates itself from a good show to a great show. This scene always sticks out to me. It always does. Now, normally when I do these kind of videos, I'm very enthusiastic and I'm very sort of with it, but this is a very gentle scene. This is a scene that I think has a lot going for it. It has a lot with it. And whenever I watch the scene, I get choked up. I get choked up because it feels like it's a dying person playing a dying man, giving advice to people who still have time to fix their lives and do better with honor, and it just makes this scene 10 times more powerful. And it feels like Robert is speaking purely from his heart. Purely from his heart. The foreshadowing in this scene is absolutely powerful, and this deserves much more appreciation than what it has got, because the performance, again, it's the performance of Rob and William. It's not acting, it's real. It's real, and it's just empowering. And I think one thing that this show does so well is it shows how a series, or, you know, not a series, how the series has shown how characters can change and evolve over time, but how we can all do it, and how a single solitary moment in your life can make you rethink everything you've ever thought. It's crazy. One day can change everything for you. One thought can set a whole chain of events in motion that change your life for the better. Hence what Tommy says to him: meet someone new, change your life. And it ends with him saying, you'll do it, Johnny, you're the champ. Like that is powerful. Absolutely powerful. And his little confession about how he was in love with Ali and how Johnny struck first, reminiscing on all the old times that they used to have. I think we can take from this that time is very, very short, and hence why I've called this timeless, because this is advice that is dealing with time, but the advice itself is timeless. You can apply it to any point in time, to you, your friends, your family. And it's something that I think they were going to do, they were going to bring Rogue back for Season 3 for like a flashback scene or something like that. But learning that a few months later, post this, he passes away. Man, it's just a very touching scene. I'm sure it all resonated with us in some way. And it's one of them kind of scenes where I just had to choose this scene. There are so many scenes in this show that I love from a storytelling standpoint, but I think what's real is this. This scene is real. And I just think that it's absolutely powerful. Guys and girls, jump in the comment section down below. Make sure you check out all the other talking scenes. One striking scene of all the other creators. I'm sure they've all chosen some juicy scenes for you, but this is the one that I had to go with, because this one right here has just, it has so much with it, and yeah, it's powerful. It really is powerful. Now I know this scene packs quite a punch and is quite emotional, but I want to spin something positive for this. Aside from the advice, what a way to go out. What a way to go out. His death was sad, but think about this. He didn't die in some 4-wall room in a hospital somewhere. He was with his buddies, having one last ride. One final ride to go out on. And he had a great adventure with his friends, you know what I mean? When they played that music again, when they were riding their bikes, you know, and it was sort of paralleling the old days. So meaningful and so powerful. And he got to have one last fight. He got to have one last fight with his buddies in the bar and, you know, go to town on some people. It is quite literally the opposite of how many shows and movies do it now, where they kill characters just to surprise the audience, just because you didn't expect this. This is a death that, obviously in universe, it's just great writing. Instead of meaninglessly subverting your expectations for no reason, the scene in this episode was totally out of nowhere. Like, it was totally out of nowhere. But it was amazing in how well written it was, and how integrated to the story it is, and how important to Johnny's arc that this is as well, and how important that it is for the characters, and how important it is for us as viewers, as fans of this franchise, from all the way back to the Karate Kid movies. This was real, and this is why Cobra Kai is leaps and bounds above anything I have seen. It's scenes like this that stick out like not a sore thumb, an amazing thumb. Like, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And his one word, time. You still have time. That, it's something that we all need to not waste. You know, it's something we all need to not waste, and to just make every moment count. Not share some, not tell people to do it, but to actually feel like it, you know, to live it, to become it. Yeah, what a scene. What a scene. And then the part where it's cuts to him the next day with the song playing, the show must go on, and they're around him trying to revive him, and the medics are coming, and man, it echoed with Kreese's monologue about Cobra Kai never dies as the body bag zips. It's one of the best things I have ever seen, and it's so sad, so powerful. But if you would have told me I would be more emotionally affected by Tommy's death than some of the biggest pop culture characters of all time, like, you know, let's throw some out there, John Connor, Luke Skywalker, all that jazz, I wouldn't have believed you. But this scene really hit hard, and this is exactly what this show does, is that just because it's about passing the torch to a new generation, like your Robbies, your Miguels, your Sams, your Tories, your Dimitris, your Hawks, it's not about kicking the old characters out and making way for new characters. It's about blending the old with the new, so the new characters can learn from the old, and the old can grow and evolve into something even more than what they were before. That's why this show is what it is, and I absolutely love it for that. And this scene is a testament to that. Always will be. Sometimes I may find myself just rewatching this scene because Tommy's words of wisdom are so powerful. And I don't know if this was done on purpose, but when you hear the owl, you know, hooting at the start of the scene, and you've got the shot of the moon, owls are often associated as the wise owl, the wise, you know, the wise informant, the wise person who passes the wisdom to the younger person or their friends or whoever. That's what Tommy is here. He's the wise owl who's seen some stuff, been through some stuff, but he's come a long way, especially from where he was in the first film, being a jerk and all that kind of jazz. He's grown and he's evolved, and you still have time.